Hi folks, welcome to the latest video of Wing Chun Training TV, and these are just the top 8 reasons why I think that Wing Chun training rocks. So I thought I'd just share my thoughts with you, so without further ado, let's begin. Number one of what I liked, or what I get out of my Wing Chun training, is entries. And no, it's not about building these ancient gateway structures, it's about creating entries. And what I mean by that is creating a passageway or bridging the gap between you and your opponent. As Wing Chun, we want to get in close and to deliver our strikes, and what the training and the system allows you to do, it teaches you to actually bridge the gap between point A, where you are, and point B, where your opponent is, without walking into a punch or walking into a kick, walking into any danger. So you do techniques to clear that path, to find an opening where you can strike and execute your attack. So an entry is exactly that. You enter into the exchange range and you create the space or an opening where you can create and effect your attack successfully at the greatest damage obviously to your opponent, but protecting yourself as well. And these are superb techniques where they're pretty dynamic, they happen quick, and you create the maximum sort of damage, maximum effect for minimum effort. Next, also carrying on from what to do once you're in that exchange range from entering, is a practice called Chi Sao. Chi Sao is also known as sticky hands, or sticky wrists I should say. Here's a picture of Ip Man and Bruce Lee demonstrating this. Just from this picture you can pick up a lot. Just notice the posture. The feet are shoulder widths apart, knees slightly bent, toes pointed forward or slightly inward, and the contact is made at the wrist level. Now, this technique is mainly used to practice having a sense of touch and feel for your opponent. It's repetitive drilling, and it helps with your reflexes. So when you're fighting with Wing Chun, probably the number one thing to learn is that you're not really gauging your opponent by sight, watching their hands or feet or their body as such. You're actually manipulating and having an idea of where your opponent's positioning by their feel of their hands, or where they are, or the movements that they have. For example, if you're covering an opponent and you feel that the wrist or the hand is moving away, it gives you an opening to move forward and strike. However, if there's some resistance coming back to you that's quite strong, you actually move that resistance, go with it, and manipulate that forward energy. So like with anything in Wing Chun, it is a practice. If you've ever seen these type of technique on YouTube, it's good to watch the technique. What a lot of people see is that the wrists are rolling from side to side. Ideally what you'd want is that energy, instead of that momentum, instead of going side to side, should be going forward, directing towards your opponent, because that's where you want to strike. No point having your strikes go side to side, because then you get manipulated and thrown around. You want to direct your energy forward. Always looking to grind forward, and your opponent's doing that back to you, and manipulating that energy between the both of you and creating those openings. So Chi Sao is more of an exercise rather than a sparring competition, I'd say, because it's really, you're teaching the techniques and you're learning the techniques here rather than as learning to spar. So you're really just practicing the sense of touch, creating openings and disrupting your opponent's rhythm and energy, while enforcing your own and probably containing your own and protecting yourself.